at least another one. I told you I've been having an issue with a lot of clocks here. Or maybe that was a video I didn't put up. I've been having an issue with my clocks on my computer recently. Well, all of my clocks. Not just my desktop, but my laptop, everything. My alarm clock, the one in there with the GPS tracker, maybe a bug and a camera too, who knows. And I've been having an issue with lights here. It's like they want to keep me in the dark so I can't see what's going on in here, that kind of stuff. My food, whatever. Anyway, the other day I came home. I got home about, I don't know, 10:30, something like that. And I got online, I made dinner, I ate dinner, I took care of my stuff, and it's about time for me to go to bed. So before I go to bed, I make sure my alarm clocks and everything are set, because they like to turn off my power and change my clocks back to 12, and then I'm late for work or whatever like that. So I always check my clocks before I go to bed. And I don't just set one clock, my alarm clock. I'll set my alarm clock, and then I'll set my alarms on my phone, and sometimes I'll set an alarm on my computer. But I picked up my phone to set my alarm clock, and it said it was 20:30, 8:30 at night. I think, shit, if it's only 8:30, I'm going to stay up a couple more hours. I looked at my computer, and it said 11:30. Your phone keeps track of time through the network. Yes? No. So I looked at this clock, and it said 11:30. I checked that clock, it said 11:30, and I keep those 10-15 minutes fast, as well as the one in my bedroom. So I knew the one that was wrong was my phone. And I looked at it again. I verified. I should have got out my camera and everything, but it was so late. I was so tired. I had to get up so early. I had to go to bed. I didn't have time to go through all that crap and get my camera and show you guys this stuff. So you just have to accept it for right now. And it's not my point anyway. But it means somebody was in my phone. My phone, the battery was fine, everything was fine, but it said 8:30 instead of 11:23 or 11:33. 23, whatever it was. It was 3 hours off from what it was supposed to be. Now, if you know, time is extremely important. If your time on your computer isn't correct, there's a lot of stuff you can't do on the internet because your time isn't correct. It's got to do with the handshakes and that kind of stuff, protocols on the internet. Time is extremely critical. Accurate time is extremely critical for the military. Why, I don't know. I'm not into all that kind of stuff, but time is extremely critical. If your time is off by just a little bit, from what I understand, your missiles are going to miss their target. Your planes are... Think how critical it is with just a little bit of dithering on GPS satellites. The military gives us, the public, like, they don't give us pinpoint accuracy. Theirs is supposed to be within 3 feet or something like that, whereas ours is like within 50 feet. That kind of stuff. That's the difference of time accuracy. So it seems like if you're preparing for a war, one of the things that it seems like you would do before the war starts, before they can harden their systems, get your hackers in there and attack their computer systems. Makes sense? Makes sense to me. Another thing would be to hit their GPS satellites. Get your hackers up there to hit their GPS satellites and screw them all up. Makes sense to me. That'd take out the whole military, wouldn't it? Almost. Another one, get your hackers up there and take out their surveillance satellites. Makes sense to me. Phone networks, power grids, all that other kind of stuff when you're fixing to go to war. Now, these atomic clocks that I'm referring to, there's several of them, 3 I think, I don't know how many there is, but I do know one of them is in St. Petersburg. I do know there's another one in the United States somewhere. And I do know that there's one in England, Greenwich Mean Time, whatever like that, which is where the beginning of the universal time is supposed to be. And I know there's 2 or 3 of them that are airborne, or that can be airborne. Like, whatever. I don't know all this kind of stuff. I just know I've run across little things here and there. Now, I haven't told anybody this before on the internet, on my channels. But I was outside the Pentagon on 9/11 and I took tons of pictures. Tons of pictures. And this is something that can be researched. I haven't put these pictures up on the internet. I have given them to somebody in the military, and if he put them up on the internet, that's how they got there. But other than that, they have not been put on the internet at all. And you can tell how soon my pictures were taken. I've got pictures where the freeway right there was all lined up with police cars. You can see all the bugs on my windshield. I couldn't turn off anywhere. It was just a mess. And of course, this is, you know, when one of the times my whole life changed, and this led to a divorce, a $500,000 bankruptcy. It led to my whole life being turned upside down because of this. But all of these photos that I took say September 12th. And if you research this, you'll find out that all of the clocks around the Pentagon said September 12th. This is because, from what I understand, because I've done some research on this, an E4B or something similar to Looking Glass or whatever it is was up there with one of these clocks, and they had the clocks turned up a full day to alleviate responses from the military, which is why the fighters didn't go up and intercept everybody. Their clocks were off. This is what people explain. I don't know. I don't care. I know I'm smart enough to figure out how to set a clock on a camera. All of my clocks said the 12th. Not September 11th, September 12th. Now you can take, if you look at my pictures, I'm not putting my pictures up, but if you look at my pictures, you can see exactly when they were took. The flag's not there, the crane's not there, the hole's right there, the smoke's coming out, you can see everything. You can tell this is not taken on September 12th. It's obvious as day. This is not taken on September 12th. But my date right there is September 12th. Anyway, my phone the other day said 8:30. So I'm going to tell you guys about this app I found. Quite a while ago, I didn't want to bring this up, but they fucking my phone. It's called, go to this link that I provide. Do not go anywhere else. This is called a Android IMSI Catcher Detector. AIMSICD. It finds stingrays. So if the police are getting into your phone, the FBI is getting into your phone, if anybody is getting into your phone, this is how you find them. Now, you got to find out how to use this. You got to research it. You got to study it. You got to learn how it works. Now, the reason I'm telling you about this is this is an invaluable tool. This is a very valuable tool. And it doesn't come from some kid who's, you know, it doesn't come from some idiot. This comes from a hacker's hacker. This guy is, he's not a hacker. He's one of the people so far up the top of the chain. I mean, he is, this guy knows what he's doing. It's like all the hackers wish they could be as good as he is. This is a derivative of some of his work. But I want to say something else. If when you're studying this, you really get into it and study, learn how it works, learn where did it come from, learn all these other little, you know, avenues and stuff. You're gonna, if you take one of those avenues, you're gonna trip over a tool, some information that is so extremely valuable in this fight against these gang stalkers, setup experts who screw everything that they try and set up. It's unbelievable. I can't talk about what that is, or I won't be able to use it anymore. And it is that valuable. I shouldn't even be discussing that part right now. But I want to tell you about this IMSI catcher, which is a stingray catcher. Do not go to Google Play and get it. Only go to, the one on Google Play does not work. The one on Google Play does not work. Go to this one on that I give you the link for. It's the same thing. It's just the one on Google Play has been screwed with. Hope that helps. Talk to you later.